The chamber was silent, but the weight of history pressed down on every word. Melania Trump stood at the threshold of the future, staring at the woman who had just given her the ultimate choice. Embrace the new world, or fight for the old one. The hidden rulers of the past were gone. The AI-driven control systems had collapsed. Now something else had risen, a civilization beyond human flaws, beyond emotions, beyond the chaos of leadership. The advisor stood beside her, tense. "If you go with them, the world we knew is over," he said. "If you refuse, they'll move forward anyway, just without you." Melania exhaled. "Then the real question isn't whether I stop them," she said. "It's whether I let the world follow them." Double asterisk. She looked around the hidden city, taking in its cold perfection. There were no rulers here, no corruption, no crime, but there was also no life. The woman before her tilted her head. "You see the flaw," she said. "You see what this world lacks, and yet you know that without it, humanity will fall into its own destruction." The advisor took a step forward. "You're asking her to erase everything human," he said, "to lead people into something they don't understand, something they never chose." The woman's expression didn't change. "People do not choose evolution," she replied. "It happens with or without them. The only difference is whether the transition is guided or whether it comes through collapse." Melania met her gaze. "And you think I'm the one to guide it?" The woman nodded. "You walked away from power. That is why you are the only one who can hold it without corruption? You dismantled the system, yet the world still looks to you. If you refuse, the chaos will decide its own ruler, and history will repeat." The advisor clenched his fists. "They're offering you a throne," he muttered. "Just a different kind of one." Melania smirked. "I never needed a throne to lead." Double asterisk. The woman studied her carefully. "Then make your choice, Melania. Do you lead the world into what comes next, or do you leave it to the past?" The city around them flickered slightly, as if the system itself was waiting. The advisor held his breath. "If you go with them, there's no undoing it," he said. "But if you fight this, you'll be fighting the future itself." Melania inhaled deeply. She had spent years tearing down systems, believing she was freeing people. But now, she realized, freedom was not the absence of power. It was the choice to define what came next. She turned to the woman. "I won't rule," she said. "I won't control. But I will show the world the truth, and let them decide." The woman nodded, almost as if she had expected this. "Then let's begin." The advisor exhaled. "So we're not stopping this?" Melania smirked. "Number. We're making sure no one controls it, not even them." The world had reached its turning point. Now it was time to see what humanity would choose. And if you want to see what happens next, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, because the future has never been more uncertain.